Hello, thank you for joining me. It's Tuesday the 8th of October and I'm here with a tarot card reading for you. Now, if you're new to this channel, please do like and subscribe. It's always really helpful for me. And also don't forget that I do private readings. There's a link to my website in the description. So you can go to my website, click on the book a reading page and just follow the steps. It's very, very easy. So let's see what comes out today for us all. This is a collective reading. So you may not resonate with all of it, but you may resonate with some parts of it. So please do take what is for you. Okay, so there seems to be a lot of energy going on here, a lot of mental energy and a lot of physical work. Seems like today is going to be quite a busy day, and that hopefully you've had a good night's sleep to be ready for that. But obviously we don't always, do we? So the Nine of Swords comes into our world when we've got things going on in our mind that we haven't quite worked through. But I'm interested to look at these two cards together because they're both in that kind of leaning forward pose there, aren't they? Sitting down, sort of leaning forward. So I do again feel like this is linked to work. Yesterday we had a conversation, didn't we, about observing what was going on in our workplace or your home if you don't have a workplace. But I do feel that this is linked to what we do with our day. Let's put it that way, as opposed to saying career, because that kind of works for everybody, doesn't it? And I feel like, how do we work? Sometimes we can work really hard and not achieve very much, or don't feel like we've done very much, or sometimes we are working very hard and we can see that it is towards a goal. But I feel, again, this is about the mental capacity to do with our work. What do I mean by that? It's strange because I feel like we're learning to think differently. We had the King of Swords yesterday. If you didn't see that, go back and have a look. But it's that idea of just looking back and thinking, do I need to be here or could I be somewhere else? Is this not quite for me? And I just think that when we feel this, when we feel this doesn't feel right for us, it's in my head and I don't know if this is the right way about going about things, then we're being guided to suggest that actually there is a different way. So I feel like this is very much about us getting caught up in our everyday life without ever questioning or challenging whether it's good for us. Okay, so we all sleepwalk through some of our days sometimes, don't we? Especially if we are in a job that we don't like, or we don't particularly like our circumstances. Maybe we are working too hard and there's other people that could help us, or maybe there's the fact that, you know, whatever it is that you're doing is a little bit monotonous and you feel like you need a change, you feel like you need something else to have as well. So this is drawing attention to whatever it is that takes up the largest chunk of your day. Let's put it that way, besides sleeping, of course. But yeah, throughout your day, what is it? So is it if you're at home, if you're a stay-at-home mum, or if you are in a work environment, or if you're caring for other people, whatever it is that takes that chunk of time up, I want to think about how it's making us think, how it's making us feel. Is it draining us in any way? Do we go to bed of a night time and think, well, that was a lovely day, and drift off to a happy sleep for 10 hours? Or are we thinking about, oh, I've got to do all that again tomorrow? Or, well, that was, you know, that person was ungrateful. I spent all that time doing that and they don't care about me, and ding, 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 going off in our head. So how does what you do in the day affect your sleep patterns and what you do at night? I guess that's what we're being asked today to think about. All right. Interestingly, they're both high numbers. So we've got the Nine of Swords, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like this is almost a breakthrough point. When we're working on our own development, when we're moving through our spiritual path, we do get times when we're just being pushed a little bit to just try and sort of almost learn the whole lesson, the whole reason that we've been through what we've been through. So I do feel this is like the dark hours before the dawn, before we get that realization that, okay, I could change that, or I could speak to this person, or I could stop thinking that because it's negative. That kind of moment is just within our reach, but we've got a little bit of work to do. But I do want to point out that this card does come out when we are struggling to sleep, or we have got a little bit of anxiety and stress in our lives. So if you recognize that in yourself, do try and do whatever you can to make sure that you do have a little bit more rest in your sleeping pattern, whether that's a nice I don't know, milky drink before you go to bed, or a warm bath, or switching off all your devices so you're not sitting on your phone or your laptop or whatever just before you go to bed. So maybe it's just a little note to self-care there, that there's perhaps something you could do to just help yourself get a better night's sleep. Anyway, I shall leave that with you. I'll be back again tomorrow. Don't forget, if you want a reading with me, go on my website and book a reading, and I would love to see you via that channel. If not, I'll be back here tomorrow. Bye for now.